Welcome back to Zielonka, everybody. Episode 2. I've been thinking about some things. We need to... Well, we're going to need fertilizer after we get our field planted with barley here. Field 45. We got to get these off. And then I would like to get them in the shed. We ain't going to be using lime for, like I said, probably a couple, 2-3 years. Be nice to get them in the shed here. Trying to think of the best way to do that. We definitely need a small tractor that can hopefully get between these two pillars. It's going to be tough. I also want one that can maybe pick this up without popping a wheelie. That might be tough too. Trying to find the right balance, but I also want to buy one of the new ones that were in this DLC, and that is that green one here. Salak one here. Premium expansion. Be nice to use this. I think we'll give it a go, see what happens. Not expecting anything crazy. It's only 21,000. We do have some money to burn since we found all those apples. But I also wanted to, we do have this pallet fork here, but we have this one that would be nice for, lifting off of the trucks or whatever. So we'll grab that also, and we can attach that to that tractor. We'll see what happens, I guess, and go from there. Hopefully it works out all right. I think what we'll do is get a worker started on planting here. Or seeding, if I use the right terms. We're going to do barley here. It's full of seed, too. We're going to have to get seed at some point as well. Yeah, barley's the second one here. There we go. 600 liters. We do have precision farming on, so we're going to save a little bit of seed on that, which is very helpful. Let's go ahead and fire that up. Start that. I always like to take a quick peek as we start to make sure everything looks good. Yeah, nitrogen's bad. We're going to have to get some fertilizer. And then we'll have to weed it as well. So let's go ahead and start a worker on that and let them get going. Should have plenty of room for the worker to turn around. These are very nice square fields and easy to the point for them. So what we'll do is we'll tab down to our tractor. Let's check this thing out. Get a good look at it here. Again, this is part of the premium DLC. Looks good. Let's fire this thing up in first person. Like so. Wow. Ooh, it does articulate. I was wondering that when I saw it. I was like, does this articulate? Again, I'm not the biggest fan of articulating tractors. Just because they get kind of goofy, especially when you're backing up a trailer or something like that. Does it handle this so far? We'll see what happens when we get some bags on it. Should we take a couple back with us? We could probably do that. Let's get some... But we're going to have to probably come back again. So you pay a little more for a pallet versus a bag. But the size is the same. Let's go for the pallet so it's like ease for this forklift. And maybe we'll grab 2. Maybe we can do 2 stacked. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping that it works alright. Oh, it's already popping up on us. Well, that's a problem then. That's unfortunate. Alright, so that's not gonna quite work, so what we're gonna do is get a refund on this tractor. And we'll try to do something else here, I guess. It's a shame that it's that way. I wish you could have some front weights on this or something, but it is what it is. I really was hoping to try that thing out a little bit better. Alright, let's sell this. So we're going to get 18,477. So the difference of 25.23 we got a refund. 25.23. There, we got our full refund because they're nice enough to let us try it. So we got to figure out a different solution here. This guy is really tempting. This Massey Ferguson here. Kind of like old school. It also has a attacher for a front loader. If we decide to go that direction, we could always switch it up. But I kind of, like I said, want to use that pallet fork. So I think we're going to give this a shot. And we'll see what happens. It's only $5,000. Oh yeah, there was also some wheel weights in front that should help with the weight, I hope. So we'll go with that. Wheel weights. Alright, let's keep our fingers crossed and see if this'll work. I do like the look of this thing as well. Nice and old school. Ooh. Yeah. Let's just hope she can hold up here to some weight. So far so good. Let's unfold it. Ooh, we might be in luck here. We might be in luck. Even if we only can take one pallet, I'll take it. Let's see, I think to get all the way to the bottom, we need to drop the attachment. Yep. We should be able to spear this right up. Ooh, so far so good. A little heavy. I don't think we're gonna get... Yeah, we're not gonna push our luck with 2 pallets because I can see already it's popping up on us. But at least we can get 1 pallet. The bags might be... Well, I guess they're the same size for... Yeah, it's a little heavy there. Alright, let's head on home. Looks like our seeder's still getting on, about halfway. We have to make sure, actually, I think I have purchasing seed on. I forgot all about that. We don't want to do that. Yeah, we do have that on. Let's turn those off. Probably would have ran out by now. Oh, maybe not. Taking the road back home here, because we are a little bit light in front. I'm hoping it holds up. But, ugh. It is, I wish we could put a front weight on the front, but there's nothing to attach it to, unfortunately. I guess for the most part, this will be staying pretty local at our farm. So we shouldn't have to worry about driving like we are right now. But we'll see what happens. I guess we're going to be using this fertilizer, so we'll just put this by the shed or something. If we can make it. We'll go backwards. Let's just set it here by the chicken coop, I think. Alright. So now, there's going to be a moment of truth, because I was hoping that that spreader is going to be able to fit on the back, but I guess if we do the math and we put multiple bags in in the spreader, it's probably gonna tip on us since the 1 pallet was. That's unfortunate. So yeah, we don't have the perfect solution yet, unfortunately. Alright, let's get these unstrapped. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and grab our pallet fork. And we'll see how this goes with these bags. There we go. Yeah, that does all right. So it's obviously not going to fit in this shed, so what we'll do is... Actually, I was going to say use that pallet fork. But that one doesn't actually go up as high as this one. We could come on the bottom of it, I suppose. Get this backed up so we can get at it a little bit better. And then we got to head down and grab some fertilizer. Anyway, so we'll just keep the engine running. The other thing we could do... Yeah, this is probably going to be a little heavy, I think. Woo, 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 woo. The other thing we can do, and I think we might just have to do it, is get the front loader for this, because that was the backup plan. So that's just this is not gonna happen. So maybe we can use the pallet fork for something else down the road, I guess. So we'll leave it there. We do need to set up a workshop here. Where should we put that? I think I want to eventually buy some other buildings that might look better to do something like that, but for now, I think we might just use that portable toolbox. We can always sell it or carry it where we need it. Let's see, the latches are the front, so that would be this side. I think we'll just set it right here for now. I guess 750 is not even bad to just leave it there. And if we ever get a workshop put up, we can use that too. Alright, let's get this customized. We're gonna have to actually drive back down and so we can get the front. Let's see here. Attacher, oh no, front loader, yes. It's gonna change up our lights and make it a little goofy. So that's 1,500 for that, we'll go for it. Alright, so then we're gonna have to come to combinations. Yeah, so we can do either of these, it looks like. We probably want the short one, so it keeps it to the center of gravity. Triple loader, so I'm not sure. Oh, it looks like a 3-point. Let's see, we want some old school colors. Yeah, that should do it. I think what we could do is we can actually use that pallet fork that we have. If we go with that. If I'm wrong, we can come back and customize it. Actually, this is free anyway right now for the customization. So we'll go with the stock, I think. Buy that, yes. And then we should also consider getting this weight. That also came with his mod, and we can put that on the back. That'll help us. 350 or 500. We could also actually maybe put that on the front. We could use that spreader. I never thought of that. That would work perfect. So we can have a weight on the front if we do that. Yeah, we'll go with that gray as well. Yeah, let's do that. Buy that. Okay. So I guess we'll head on down. Give it a shot. Oh, we should actually take the 3-point with us. Because then we can pick that bag up that's down there. Alright, back to the shop we go. Alrighty, here we are. Let's just drive right on into the attacher. Should work nice and smooth. Bring it up a little bit. Yeah, maybe I do want to try something before we put that. See if it gets light with this pallet fork. It's a little less weight. Just curious here. Because this might actually work fine like this even. Which looks like, yeah, no problem at all. Maybe it's just a tad late. We'll see if this moment of truth, if this weight hooks up in front. I assume that's what this is for. I'm not absolutely sure. No, it's not. Well, what is that for then? Or is it, are we gonna move it down maybe a little bit? No, it's not. That's interesting. What is that for? Let's flip it around once and see if... I assume that, since that 3-point ain't gonna work, this one's not gonna work either with a fork. Just kinda... I don't want to wrench into my plans. No, it's not gonna work. Trip loader. Hydraulic cylinder. Another $350 for that. So I don't think this is gonna work with the 3-point. But let's give it a shot once. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay, so what I think we're gonna do, after a big debate, we're gonna get a bag lifter, single. I hope this is enough to lift our bags without issue, especially once we have the weight on the back. because we got these new pallet forks. I still want to be able to use those. But it makes it kind of difficult with, let's see. Yeah, so we got to put the bag lifter on the front here. And we might have to come back for the weight, or put the weight on top of our pallet. Get it back home here. Alright, so we're home. I think we're going to go around the other side here. Less of a hill. We hopefully shouldn't lose our weight, but I guess we're close enough to home now. It don't really matter. Okay. Home sweet home. Looks like our cedar finished up over there. Alright, so what we'll do... let's get this weight off of here. And then, moment of truth. Well, actually, we're going to need this fertilizer, I guess. I don't know how much we're going to need for that field. So we'll just put it off here to the side. Alright, we'll just set that there. We'll grab our weight now. We should be able to, with a little luck, get this off the truck, no problem. We'll see what happens. There we go. Up. Excellent. Looks like we're fairly good. Well, maybe I always... let's lean it back a little bit. That would probably help too. Could be better, but I think it'll make do. Now we'll see if we can kind of like snake these into our shed a little bit. Although, I don't know how much stuff we're actually going to put in this shed. We could probably just throw it straight in the back here. And not have to worry so much about getting around the corner. Yeah, the shed is kind of like useless, I think. Alright, got that one in. Let's grab the other bag. Do some first person action, I think. There we go. Alright. Looks like we got some eggs. Our first eggs have spawned. Let's pile up nicely there, I think. Ooh, looks like we got plenty of seed, but again, they were purchasing as they were working, I think. We'll go ahead and get this fertilized. And then we'll probably go ahead and advance to, well, the next month. We're going to have to weed, I guess. And then hopefully, before the end of this episode, we'll get the oats sold in January. Pop that off here. And we're going to have to empty our thrower out because we did top it up before we put it away. I didn't realize that we were going to have to fertilize. Alright, let's empty out. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and top up on some fertilizer here. Take the whole pallet there. And then a little more here. The thing is, yeah, okay, so we'll see how good this works. We do have precision farming on again, so it shouldn't use all the... well, it's not going to overuse our fertilizer. Let's see, we can go wide enough here too, because we got the nice range. Alright, let's see what happens. Working with is good. Yeah, we got... that's using quite a bit, but not as bad as the lime, that's for sure. That'll get done in no time, too. It's looking good in the lower left. Nice and green. I suppose depending on what crops we do... how does this look on back? We never really seen that. Look at that. It's just a pipe that's going back and forth fairly fast. Oops, we got ourselves stuck in the ditch here. Okay, so since we shouldn't need lime unless we buy another field, I'll go ahead and top this up. I use the whole pallet there too. Okay, so we'll drop this into our shed. Like so. Alright, it looks like a rainy October here. Looks like a nice sunrise there though. Okay, our weeder we gotta get is over here. Let's go ahead and grab the Zader. For those just joining us on this episode, we do have quite a bit of money, 300,000. That was, well, we got 100,000 on the start the farm. And then we also found all the apples. I do have an episode out on my channel of where all the apples are and the locations of those. How we doing here? Well, it actually says we need a medium. So I don't think this weeder's gonna work. Which is weird because we didn't even have a first month yet of growth. We planted last month. And now it says we need a hoe. So I don't think this weeder's even gonna work. Let's give it a shot once and see what happens. There's some right here. Oh, looks like it is working. Alright, looks like this is going pretty well. I'm gonna put this off on a worker, I think. That's also a new item there, that weeder that came with the premium edition. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the Fiat here. And we're gonna grab the disc harrow. We're gonna go ahead and disc. Oh, that tractor's in the way now. We'll put this inside since it doesn't have a cab. But yeah, even this tractor, as small as it is still too big for this shed. Like I said, maybe we should have just went with a skid steer, I think. I don't know. But it's cool to have that older tractor on this farm. Alright, let's get the disc harrow. And then we'll get the other field tackled here. Again, we don't really need to get at that one until I think April is when we start planting. Yeah, we're going to do all three. We're going to do red beets, carrots, and parsnips. I think, like I said before, on the first episode, that we were going to do probably 8 rows, I think, of each. That way we won't get sick of doing them. And it'll kind of keep it interesting. We will put some grass in between the fields. And that way it'll give us like some space. It won't be so bad doing, I guess it would be 4 down, 4 back. So 8 total runs. Maybe that's even a little too much, but I'm kind of thinking in the future when and if we get the big harvester, then it's just 2 passes with the big harvester when you think of it that way, because that's 4 rows per pass. So yeah, that wouldn't be bad at all. We'll see what happens with that and we'll go from there. But we also got to get that ridger bought, but we might as well wait until we actually need it. Again, I'm saving the money because I do want to buy that preserve factory, and that's like $100,000, and then we'll see what we got left. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and tackle this, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Alright, so come to find out, the hoe thing, it was correct. We do need a hoe because this weeder is leaving the big, well, the medium weeds, I guess. But I got what we could. I didn't realize when you put this on a worker also they just kind of stop when there's no weeds around. I thought they would do the whole field and keep going, but apparently not. But we got most of it. And we'll just go with that for now. We'll have to figure out if we're going to upgrade to a hoe or not, or I don't know if it's maybe if we would have plowed it, wouldn't have gave us those, you know, we would have had a weeder state. But that's for different experimenting for a different day. Let's see, where are we putting this? I guess we'll set it back here behind the chicken coop. That was kind of out of the way and our yard's a little bit cleaner. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we should be on cruise control for this field. Looks like perfect and perfect. Decent expected yield. We are going to get a little hit from not rolling or also leaving some of the weeds as well. But again, that'll be looking at for a different upgrade. We could maybe get one of those new sprayers when the time comes. Alright, so let's go ahead and check on our other worker. I believe they finished as well. Yep, looks like they got it all. Perfect. So I think what we'll do now is we'll rest. Actually, we might as well rest all the way until January. Because we are good until we got to make our sale basically here. Well, let's put this behind our silos here. We do have crop destruction on, so I want to make sure we don't hit anything, but we don't have any other fields right now where that will be an issue. We'll go ahead and hook up to our wagon, I think. So we should be good to go until then. Let's put our truck back. Well, before we put the truck back into our yard, I think we should go ahead and purchase more chickens. We did have some room for some. We got 11 out of 20. Let's go ahead and get 9 more. Fill it out. Only costed us 54. We'll get a lot more eggs that way, and we can be a little more worthwhile. We will have to keep a close eye on our food because that will go quicker too. We'll get this put back by our house, and then we'll go ahead and rest, and I think we'll make it all the way till January. Unless there's something interesting with the winter that I might want to show, but I think we'll just go ahead and we'll see you in January. Alright everybody, welcome to January. It's 9 a.m. here. Wow. Looks good. I like how this grass looks a lot different from the other grass. You know, it just has that nice offset to it. Our crop is still doing decent here, but we do have a sale to make before we end the episode. And this is our oats. Let's go ahead and fire this up. Get her hooked up as well. We are going to Erlengrat. That's going to be the train. 2141. Let's go ahead and get that marked. Grain pool and get the train loaded, I guess. But yeah, let's just enjoy the scenery as we go down here. The first time in winter on Zielonka here. Looks very nice. The leaves are on the road. And yeah, I'm kind of liking this series so far. Hope you guys are too. There goes the train. We missed the train. We'll have to hail it and probably take a little while to come back to us. Oops, let's get on the road and make sure we got our flashers on and our beacons. Alright, here we are. Get her uncovered. And we'll get her dumped in. Should go right into the bin so we can load the train. We'll see how it goes. Excellent. Excelente. Alright, so now we need to go over and call the train here. It is 2.5 kilometers away. It's en route though. Alright, the train is here. Let's get her out. Let's check out the inside of this thing. Very nice. And we're on the... oh, let's get to the first train car. Open it. There we go. We shall get her filled up. Oh, it's 6,000. Wow, that was quick. Alright. Close her up. And we shall head to the selling point. Look at this. Got lights too. A little wintry mix as we go through the track. Yeah, I'm digging this level here. Zielonka. Alright, coming up to the sell point. We'll see what we get. Should be a nice return, I think. First crop of the year being sold. And bam. 13,243. Awesome. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's episode. I'm going to head back to the farm. And I guess on the next episode we'll probably get into March, I think. And then we'll get the core crops going. And we get our rows made. And like I said, keep a nice small operation with that. We got the single harvester. So we kind of want to keep it small. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next episode.